means that you're going to make mistakes. You're still early in your career, but those mistakes don't have to be catastrophic. I'm Kelly Shortridge. I'm a Senior Director of Portfolio Product Management at Fastly, which is a cloud computing company. Yes, so chaos engineering is a subset of what we call software resilience. And software resilience basically says, failure is inevitable. What we can do instead is adapt and prepare. So what does that mean from the perspective of a junior engineer? It means that you're going to make mistakes. You're still early in your career. But those mistakes don't have to be catastrophic. Key thing that you need to do is think about your ability to respond and recover, the ability to, again, make changes quickly. So when you think about, for instance, pushing code, it means you want to make a lot of smaller changes rather than a bunch of big, bulky changes for an easier ability to roll back and revert. It also means as you're shipping software, you need to be thinking about basically resilience properties of that software once it runs in production. So what I see with a lot of junior engineers, it's you write code and it's almost this static component, like it's its own thing. Really, you need to think about that is something that's going to be living with a bunch of other things and interacting with a bunch of other things. So it's worth it to learn how to write integration tests and perform other sort of testing that really gets into those interactions rather than just, laser focused on your own code. Senior level engineers, I like to think that you're starting to kind of guide direction in architecture. There are a lot of different ways that you can influence your software systems to be more resilient that I think are really important. A lot of it is around, frankly, what we see in nature. It's actually what I'll be talking about at the keynote later today. And again, thinking about the ability to change quickly. That's something that cyber attackers can do really well. We don't always do it as well internally. So if you're senior, you want to make sure that you have great processes like automation. Make sure, again, you have rollbacks, the ability to revert changes quickly. And you need to be starting to partner with other people across your IT org, especially the people who are responding to incidents, so you can start getting those lessons learned and feeding them back into architecture. CTO, I always think with CTOs, you need to translate all of this into business value, right? So with software resilience, I think even more than traditional cybersecurity, or what I call cyber orthodoxy, there's much more tangible value prop, because a lot of it is, again, enabling adaptation. That means you can adapt faster in your market, you can differentiate against your competitors. And certainly when we think about incidents, you can make sure that you minimize downtime and other kind of costly incidents. So it's worth the investment. Sometimes it's a little more upfront investment, but the return on investment long-term from a lot of these activities, again, making sure you can change quickly, making sure you're baking in properties into your production environments, let's say immutability or ephemerality that can support resilience. All of that will translate into your business being like bacteria, which is a good thing. No, that sounds strange. Bacteria evolve super duper quickly, and they're actually the largest creature on the planet by biomass. So that's ultimately what every CTO or organization wants, right? Is to dominate their market. And so that ability to be nimble and adapt is crucial. I'm all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Mastodon, all with different handles, generally involve Shortridge to some extent. My blog is at kellyshortridge.com. And if you want to reach out to me, I believe it's chat@shortridge.io, and I'm writing all the time about all sorts of things.
Hi there! Thank you for staying with us until the end. If you want to learn more about Engineer Explains, click on one of these.